everyone, welcome back to Be That Family TV, and this is Go and Verify. My name is Jessica Chin, where we talk about all the past achievements of our principal, Peter Obi. And joining me, of course, always and all the time is the beautiful co-host.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. My name is Sharon Enemchuku. I just came back from the United States.
I know.
Okay,
I know that's what you're going to say. Well, we all know where you came from. Yes. How's your village people? How are they doing?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's really nice to have you on the show today. Yeah, Sharon said she wasn't going to come because Nigeria was trying to, attack your finance, but then God came through for you.
God did.
So this is one of the issues that we are currently going through.
Goodness.
The problem with Naira, how people are just going around buying money. It's very funny. Like I just go to the market and I just meet somebody and then I'm paying you to give me money.
My money.
Exactly.
Let's be specific on my money.
Yes, it's crazy. But then we are going to fight this through at the end. So today we want to talk about not just the past achievements of Peter Obi, but then those people who are endorsing him, because they say that for you to know how credible a person is, you need to check those who are talking or who are endorsing him, those who are at his back, So that is what we'll be telling you guys. They have a lot of them. We have a lot of people, pushing this movement, Peter Obi, Obi Dati and everything. But we'll be talking about, we'll be listing a few prominent people, who have been supporting Peter Obi so far. But then let's first of all go to the entertainment industry. I don't know, I was telling you, was it yesterday or today? I was telling you that I'm not so sure if entertainment industry are into politics, because I feel like they are trying to avoid everything called politics, because maybe the government and everything. Yeah. Because when you look into all of the celebrities now, you realize that, this person is not really talking about who to vote for, who not to vote for. Maybe they are just trying to save their face from something that I'm not so sure of. But then we see that recently the entertainment industry hosted an event, and it was to share more light on Peter Obi and to move the movement, if that word is correct. So I am really happy, but I really want us to talk about it, how these people are coming together. Exactly, the actress, the actors, the musician, and not just that, but then former actors. Like I saw veteran actors.
I saw Uncle Haniku.
Something. Yeah, I know the man. Yeah.
And then it's when you say that entertainers, they don't usually come out when it concerns politics like that, because Kenneth Okonkwo, he was the one they were asking that see, we saw your colleague endorsing so and so opposition party. What do you have to say about that? And he just laughed and he said, look, this is business. As a celebrity, there's something called appearance fee. If you are running for a political post, you are going to, and you want him to endorse, you are going to discuss price. True. And if it's okay with you, sure, he will come out and say whatever you want him to say just to endorse it. So he was talking about that. But then you see this gathering that entertainers had the other day. This wasn't
the usual.
Peter B will not even give you money for appearance fee. This is something they came together to publicly show the world that and then you see that it's not just entertainers, right? You have this AGN, Actors Guild of Nigeria. You saw people that you say veteran actors. We saw veteran actors come out to show their support, and it was just so beautiful. It was like a reunion.
Exactly.
And then we have the likes of not just Nollywood. I'm talking of entertainment industry. We saw, because I saw Peter Okoye. I don't know if it's Peter or Paul. They keep confusing me even today.
Both of them.
Yes. I saw one of them there that day. I wasn't there presently, but we have video. Yes, I saw them, and it was so lovely.
Sure.
You see the love. There's this picture that I even saw where the one that cut his hair, Peter, right?
Yeah.
He was serving Mr. Peter B a bottle of water. He was serving him a bottle of water, and I can't remember the caption, but then you just see that everybody's eager. Everybody's eager to know how they can render help.
Exactly. There is this drive, like I want to do something, unlike how it used to be before. That it's Like, you have to force somebody. In fact, people are so indifferent when it comes to politics, you know. But now it's funny that even, I don't know if you saw that picture. I hope they're going to put it on the screen, but then if they do not, but then it's trending, you know, a guy of, he looks 13 or 12, how he was just spreading his hand, and then someone, someone captured it, Hope, no, not the photographer. Someone captured it when Hope meets
the common man.
Exactly. And it was so amazing, because these young people are coming out. And it's not just about the fact that this is a popular person, you know, a campaign or something, but then there is a reason. There is an understanding for why we are, you know, clamoring for a change, why we are endorsing Peter Obi. And that is something amazing. Speaking about when celebrities are being paid, you know, to show face or to support one or two candidates. Let's talk about, I don't know if you've seen it, but then when I saw it on the internet, I was laughing. There is this guy, you all should know it, Portable. There was one time Portable was supporting APC, and then he went to PDP, and now he's supporting an unknown party. It's a known party, but then it's not as popular as APC. And it's funny because this kind of thing is not going to help anybody right now. We need people who are going to come out from their own, you know, from their own. We need the end of money politics. Exactly. Yeah. We need people who are going to come out on their own to vote or to, you know, clamor for change. Not people who will be paid, because there are a lot of them that are being paid. But then someone said something: if they pay you, collect the money and vote for the right person.
It will be said that too.
Exactly. Collect the money. And I saw where they were sharing wine. I don't know what the wine is for. I mean, APC was sharing wine. I don't know who they were sharing it to, but then collect the wine and vote for the right person.
And
drink it,
sip it very well,
to vote and vote for the right person. You know?
I love that. And then you see, it's not just the entertainment industry, right? Every aspect, every sector of Nigeria, and
exactly.
We need. You know, there was something someone said. A celebrity. I don't want to mention her name. I used to have a lot of respect for her, and right now it's not just the case. She was talking about how she's going to support, what is his name? To your friend Tinubu.
Are you kidding me right now?
And she was saying, that he has supported the entertainment industry and he's going to support the entertainment. I don't know what she was saying, but what just got to me was just entertainment industry. I was asking, wait, so is it just the entertainment industry that is in Nigeria? So it's okay for the entertainment industry to flourish, and then other aspects and other sectors should just become upbeat, should just fall down, or to not even get enough attention. So that was what got me about that. So I don't even have words for celebrities right now. Just keep supporting Peter Obi.
Exactly, support Peter Obi. That's the word. Okay, so let's move into how Ibrahim Abdulkarim deflected from APC to Labour Party. This man is a very young man.
You're crushing on him.
I'm not crushing on him. I didn't admire him in any way. Please, that is not the topic for today. But then he's a very young man, vibrant one, and very eloquent, and is into politics. But then what surprises me is how he left APC to Labour Party. Not just because, you know, it's normal for people to leave. Exactly. But then he has been in this campaign trail since 2011. And he has seen, according to him, he has seen a lot of difference. That is the reason why he left APC and, you know, joined the Labour Party. And he was the one that also endorsed Buhari when he was contesting for presidency.
In 2015?
In 2015, and even in second tenure. So it's amazing to see this person, because people are saying that Hausa or people from the north are not really into the Igbo thing. But then you see people who go beyond this biased mindset, and they are endorsing Peter Obi. And this man is someone that is educated, you know. And to see, when I was even listening to his speech, I was wowed.
You were endorsing if he was actually not.
Yes, exactly, because there is this stereotypical, you know, notion about Northerners and this and that. But then I was convinced that, okay, it goes beyond where you're from, right? And I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed to see this young man.
This just screams a whole lot.
Exactly.
All right. You said he's a Northerner, because I don't really know much about this person.
He's a Northerner,
yeah, he's a Northerner, and he's been supporting
APC. He has been on the campaign trail since 2011.
2011?
Yeah, he didn't start today.
Long time.
Yeah.
And for him to, he just says so much about the candidacy or the candidature of Mr. Peter Obi.
Yeah.
For him to, after all these years, and you know, supporting the present government that we have now, to now actually see the light.
I love that word.
To see the light. This just screams a whole lot. It's not about how long you have been supporting it. It's not a political party issue.
Exactly.
This is a new Nigerian issue. We are trying to build a new Nigeria, and I actually commend this person, Ibrahim Abdul. This is beautiful. From his action, you can see that he didn't even think about what people would say. True. Or he obviously has where he's benefiting from and he's supporting APC, and that didn't bother him. This is what we want to start seeing. This is what we should be seeing more, not just from our youths, but even the older generations. Older being so, how do I put it? They've been in a particular position, or they've been supporting a party for so long, and they can't even see beyond that political party, and they can't even see beyond that sentiment. So I wish that they can be able to imitate what Ibrahim Abdul has done. It's commendable.
Exactly. And I love the fact that not just him leaving APC, right, but there is a critical reason why he left APC. Of course, it's obvious that Peter Obi is, you know,
one of the major reasons.
Like he's just the perfect candidate. But then he gave his reasons, right? When Buhari was contesting for the presidency, right? He just promised a lot of things. So according to this Ibrahim, he kind of believed him and was assured that Mr. Muhammadu Buhari would do a lot of things. But now it shows how confident he is, because not everybody, after gaining all of these things from, you know, APC and PDP, and then you are deflecting to Labour Party. You know, some people are so critical, or they are so concerned about what other people have to say. But I like how Ibrahim stood on his ground and, you know, joined the working party, because there is this notion about Labour Party being not popular enough, or not being able to represent Nigeria because they've not been in existence for a very long time. But then it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
And then if you look at it, I just remembered Dr. Kenneth Okonkwo. He was actually a part of this APC. He was an APC political party, and then he actually came out from that to Labour Party. And I remember an interview where they were asking him that, okay, he was talking about APC and their incompetency and everything, and the presenter was trying to say, but you were part of this political party before. And then he now started explaining that, okay, he mentioned that one thing that he can't stand for in his life is just lies. He can't stand lies. And he saw that when you read, these are in his own words, like when you read the manifesto or the promises that the APC presidential candidates, that's the current president of Nigeria, made, it was really enticing. It was beautiful, and he wanted to be a part of that change, a part of the team that would fight against corruption. And then he came into the scene, and it wasn't what he was expecting, and he had to back off and leave. And now he's actually the official spokesperson for our principal. And you see that these things, right, it's not, sometimes some people find themselves in situations, in unwanted situations. Maybe they enter with good intention, and when you just get there, they somehow influence you. Do you understand? And it's not everybody that has that strong willpower to stand on their ground and be like, okay, I am not doing this. This is what I signed up for, and pick up their bag to leave, like Kenneth Okonkwo, Ibrahim Abdul has done, and other people. There are a lot of them,
a lot of them
deflected. So yes, I think that it's important to have strong will as a person, as an individual, truly.
True. Thanks for adding that. Okay, let's move on to the third point. The Democratic leader endorsed Peter Obi for president. The leader of Afenifere, Adebanjo, endorsed Peter. You know, this current, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, when Labour Party, Peter Obi went for campaign in Lagos State. It was huge Saturday. And it was mind-blowing. And a lot of people were just giving nasty comments. Yes, I wouldn't mention them, but then they were just saying that the crowds are not as large as people are trying to make it look like. But then it's not even about the crowd, but then I don't know, this is not usual. This is not something that we see every day. the drive, the passion, the support. It's not about screaming and calling people's name or paying people to attend your campaign, giving them 2,000 there. But then,
or paying folks to disrupt movements.
This movement is so, I feel like it's so divine, because this is unlike what we are used to. And so during the campaign, Adebanjo said a lot of things, because he's a Yoruba leader. And he has done, I don't know if I should compare him with Tinubu, but then he has a voice and he's known and he's respected. And he said a couple of things that I will just mention a few of them, 2 or so. So first of all, he talked about the fact that, you know, Emilio Kon, which is Tinubu, refers himself as the one who remains in this game of politics, like he wants to be the president. It is a stone. But then Afenifere or Adebanjo noted that even if we are judging it based on tons, right? There was a time where Obasanjo was the president, Goodluck was the president, and then what's it called, Buhari. You know, it went from Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. That even though if we have to do it ton by ton, definitely it should be the Igbo ton. But that is not what we are preaching. But this is what Adebanjo said, that if we want to judge it from Emilio Kon's point of view, that ton and whatever ton, we should stick with it as it is, because it is the right time. But aside from that, I think this is being sentimental. But then he went further to say that if Nigerians do not vote in Peter Obi, we should forget about Nigeria. Period. A lot of people are saying this, and people that are saying these things, right, they are older people who have seen things, people who have experience, people who know what's up. And it's not just about we young people who are going to, you know, it's easy for you to just think about something and assume that, okay, if this doesn't happen, this is going to be the implication. But then we have these people who have experienced life and who know the implication of bad government for the next 8 years, and are telling you as a young person, as an individual, that if you do not vote for this candidate, forget about Nigeria. And we're not going to forget about Nigeria. That's very deep, really.
That is very deep, because you know there's this proverb that what an older person sitting down, even when you climb a tree as a child,
do you believe that?
See that. Do I believe that? Yes.
I think it's 2 ways.
It's 2 ways. It is because these young people these days, they don't know things. The Gen Z is just they're something else.
But I think it's true. Because experience is a great teacher.
Experience no matter is a great teacher. And but okay, I'm just why I say it's relative is because it's not every old person
that is wise. Exactly, true.
Old age doesn't automatically equal wisdom. So yes, let's just say what's a wise older person sitting down.
Thank you for that.
A younger person can't see it, even when it can't be true. So yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, I love that. I didn't really think about that, but then I think that's true. What a wise old person sees and tells you that it is, you should take it, because it's definitely going to help you. Okay, I think we should go on a very short break, and when we come back, we'll dive further. There are a lot of endorsement from credible people and potential people, and after then, we will look into other topics, but for now, let's go on a very short break.
Mr. Peter Obi built the first secretariat complex in Anambra State to house the various Anambra State government ministries that were scattered all over the state. His good governance attracted the second largest brewery in the world, known as Sabmela, to build their first greenfield facility in the state. He was recognized by the Millennium Development Goals (MDG) as the best governor in the implementation of their programs in Nigeria. Peter Obi constructed 2 bridges across the popular Agulu Lake in Anyocha local government area of Anambra State at the cost of 2 billion naira. He funded Agulu Lake Hotel Project, Golden Tulip, and reconstruction of Opaiweka bridges at the axis of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway with 6 lanes. Peter Obi constructed 800 km of road network between rural and urban areas. Some of the roads include Ibariam Internal Road, Ekulobia Ezinifite Road, Niger Drive Onitsha, Ifite Dunu Road, construction of Zik Avenue and Mpo Flyover, 30 verifiable bridges, Ezu Ebenebe Bridge, Oka North, Isu Anyocha Bridge, Opaka River Bridge, pedestrian bridge at permanent site Unizik Junction, Oka. He created industrial parks as catalysts for industrialization. He constructed and commissioned the Governor's Lodge at Annex Onitsha, FMR Customary Court of Appeal Complex, High Court buildings at Nnewi and Ogidi, Judges' Quarters at Onitsha. His visionary leadership brought unprecedented transformation to the local government in Anambra State. He made provision for 1.2 billion naira credit facilities to farmers in the state and cleared a 20 million naira debt owed banks as a result of the 2012 flood devastation. Peter Obi's administration purchased 90 buses and taxis for Anis Mass Transit Company. He adopted the best practice in waste disposal and provided over 300 million naira worth of waste evacuation trucks. The Debt Management Office rated Anambra as the least indebted state in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi handed 75 billion naira to his successor, Mr. Willie Obiano. The credibility and reputation of Peter Obi as a competent visionary leader in public service governance and management of state resources remains undisputable.
Welcome back from that quick break. My name is Jessica Chinwe, and this is Go and Verify, where we talk about the past achievements of our principal, Peter Obi, and we've been saying so much about those who have been endorsing him, but of course I am here with my fellow co-hosts.
My name is Sharon, and I'm Chiku, like you all should know already. Yes. I'm just joking.
Yes, you already know. Who's not used to me? You're used to your face, your beautiful face anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move further to what we've been discussing so far. Like I said, we've been talking about people who have been endorsing Peter Obi so far, and it's not just ordinary people. I know there are a lot of them, and it doesn't mean that ordinary people endorsing him are not important, but then we are talking about credible and prominent people who have done a lot of things in life. Right, so let's move into the Ohaneze Ndibo supporting Peter Obi currently.
Yeah, that was huge when it came out, but of course, I feel like people saw that coming. Let's talk about the fact that Mr. Peter Obi is an Igbo man and the rest, but I like what Ohaneze Ndibo said. They were trying to talk about the need for people to put away ethnicity and actually voting someone that is credible, and they were making mention of all the things that Mr. Peter Obi has done in the past. I mean, they someone that has track record. I mean, that was when he was Anambra State governor. So they not just were they endorsing him. People would think they're endorsing him because there is Ohaneze. No,
well, of course they should endorse him. I mean,
yes, true. I mean, it's just that one thing I like that the Obedient movement is doing. We are trying to transcend beyond ethnicity, because that ethnicity has done us more harm than good.
Exactly.
Because it's been a tool that those in power have been using to just cage Nigerians, really. So I don't really like to dwell on the whole ethnicity, because it's important that we transcend above that. It's important that when we talk about credible candidates, we don't start looking at where is he from. That shouldn't be a topic. It shouldn't be on the table. So I like that what is it called?
Ohaneze Ndibo, yeah.
They were giving us reasons why. They were giving us reasons why people should come out and vote for Peter Obi.
Thank you. Okay, I love when you said that the ethnicity part, and I don't know if you noticed how the IPOB issue has watered down a bit. I'm not saying this in a negative way, but then there is peace when there is unity. I mean, so I think I like it, in as much as I'm Igbo, but then I like how Peter Obi, or the presence of Peter Obi, right, just brought in this peace, because there was a lot of turmoil going on in Igbo state at that time where IPOB was, having this issue. And I really love how Igbo people are just, taking their mind off from this former issue to what is happening now, because this is the major problem. Because if we separate as Nigerians, now what next? What are we going to do? But then I feel this Peter Obi is a man of peace, the man who is coming to bring in peace and unity in our country, So let's move on to Obasanjo endorsing Peter Obi. That one is very popular, right? And the first time I heard that Obasanjo was endorsing Peter Obi, I had mixed feelings. I was like, okay, what's happening. What's happening. I wasn't really shocked. Okay, I think I was shocked because I don't know if Obasanjo have issues with the Igbo people. I think he's a liberal man, but then his points made me see that, okay, this man is actually sensible. Right? I don't sure use the word sensible, but then this man knows what he's saying and he knows what he's doing. He has done a lot of things.
Obasanjo is a respectable
Exactly,
he's
a respectable person. So I wasn't really shocked, but I really wanted to know why was he endorsing Peter Obi, and his points were so valid. I mean, a lot of things that Peter Obi has done, and he mentioned some of those things like when he was the governor of Anambra State and the laws and the things that he implemented in Anambra State. So it's something to, even if you're not a supporter of Peter Obi, I mean, the fact that Obasanjo is endorsing Peter Obi is something to be proud of and be interested
as an obedience, really.
Exactly.
I've seen videos online. I don't know what event that was, and okay, so the event started and Obasanjo was in the room. Peter Obi wasn't there yet, and immediately Peter Obi came. I think he told him to stand up, and there was this seat that he gave him. I think that was in the early stage, that was just earlier days, right? And then he was trying to tell us that the seat of President of Nigeria belongs to Mr. Peter Obi, and that was just giving me goosebumps because, you know, I as a Nigerian, I respect Obasanjo, former President Obasanjo, but that just
heightened your respect, right?
It just heightened the respect that I have for this man because first of all, this man is Yoruba. If you're talking about ethnicity, this man is Yoruba, and you know, in the normal Nigerian sense, it wouldn't make sense for him to support Mr. Peter Obi. There are other candidates he could have supported. Tinubu won, for example. But him coming out, there are some words that he has said that I wish I can remember exactly how he said them. But let me paraphrase. He said that he wants to contribute in making Nigeria right. You understand? And this is his own contribution. And I really liked that. I like that.
That's amazing.
You know, when you mentioned about people deflecting from parties to parties, I like the fact that people are beginning to see beyond parties, beyond, I've spent so time.
I have to be loyal to this party.
Be loyal to Nigeria.
Thank you.
Be loyal to Nigeria and her people. So I like the fact that people are doing that. And the former President Obasanjo is just phenomenal right now. To me, I used to love him, but now it's increased. So yes, I like the fact that he came out to openly do that without even wanting to look at your face.
Exactly. Because I don't know if there was an issue then, but then a lot of people were saying something that Obasanjo was supposed to support Tinubu. You know, the fact that he was he in APC or PDP then when he wanted to be?
I think Obasanjo was PDP.
Yeah, but he was in one of the parties, so he was supposed to support
one of the candidates.
But then he didn't. So I applaud him for that because it shows someone who is sure of himself, sure of what he's vying for, what he's clamoring for. Because a lot of people, like you said, being loyal to one particular party. I mean, why? What's it for? I understand that there is this thing called loyalty. When you're in a party, you're supposed to be loyal. You're supposed to support whoever is vying for the post of whatever post it is. As long as it's coming from your party, you're supposed to support that person. But then we should wash our face from this from this lies and the seats called party and everything. We should focus on capacity more, you know. So I don't know if this is this would be the last one. Okay, I think you're the one saying this thing. I don't really know much about this, but then let's talk about how Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar endorses Peter Obi. I mean, this is Sultan of Sokoto,
His
and
Royal Highness.
Exactly. This man has title, and he's respected. But then he goes beyond, or he tries not to be tribalistic or ethnic, being concerned about ethnicity and all of those things. So it's something to be proud of. I mean, I feel like I should be proud of this thing right now. Just actually the king of Igbos don't really have king, but then the king in my village now is not supporting someone like Tinubu.
And it's crazy because
it's funny.
This is Sokoto.
Yes,
this is the Sultan of Sokoto.
Yeah.
This is so huge. And then there's something that I love about, even did we skip the whole middle belt supporting Mr. Peter Obi? this is, how do I explain it? It's like every single part, every single sector of Nigeria are endorsing this man.
Exactly.
And we have not seen such unparalleled kind of commitment or support before in the past. In the past, when, okay, let me say Atiku is from the north, it would just be those people in the north, and the votes will be divided. Okay, everybody's, okay, let's look at Tinubu, he's a Yoruba guy, let's support him. The people in that Yoruba, that from Yoruba, do you understand? They will support him, you're an Igbo person, let's do it. But this man is cutting across ethnicity, he's cutting across ethnic groups, he's cutting across religion. The Sultan of Sokoto, for crying out loud, is a Muslim. Like, this is just showing that it's a huge statement on its own, because we are beginning to see that it's someone said that's revolutionary. I totally agree.
Of course, it is.
When a revolution is in place, right, everybody is a part of that revolution.
Things begin to change.
Things that you would not normally see.
Yes.
I don't know which part of the world you're watching from, but if you're a Nigerian or you know someone that is a Nigerian, you know how deep ethnicity has beaten into our blood.
Exactly.
For years. And to the extent that it's just one man that is coming and is changing the narrative and is changing the tune of things that has been going on for years. The Sultan of Sokoto, middle belt leaders coming out to publicly, we said that on a particular show, and it was just all joy, because that is huge. The middle belt hold I've forgotten how many percentage of votes when you are counting registered votes, they hold actually quite a lot. So it was just really, it was a blissful feeling to see them come out to support Mr. Peter Obi. And that just goes to show that, look, right, it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter your ethnic group, it doesn't matter your religion. If you're a good person, you've done good things will surely speak up for you. You have credible records, right? It will surely, just the same way, right, if you've done something negative in the past, if you've been involved in anything that is crooked or anything that is not legal, it will surely come back to bite you. And Mr. Peter Obi is just a perfect example of someone who his good deeds are coming out to speak up for him, because you just see people coming out to say a whole lot of things, even things that this is going to verify, but I will not be surprised if someone comes to me and say, do you know that Mr. Peter Obi did this, and we wouldn't even know. So this is just this is just the extent. This just goes to show how much that Mr. Peter Obi has done, and I love the fact that it's coming out to speak out for him, and I really, really like that.
I really do. I like all that you said so far. And before we round up, I also want to chip in something. You know, when these opposition parties like Tinubu and Atiku come out to tell you why you should vote, the first thing they want to point out is presidency should come to the north. The other one will say the post of presidency should come to the west. You know, and it doesn't make sense. But it is only Peter Obi that will tell you, vote me not because I am an Igbo man or I'm from the east, but because I have something to deliver. That is what we want. Not someone telling us to come and vote for you because, you know, and you know it's very funny because, take for instance, Atiku now is from the north. He knows that there are a lot of northerners, a lot of, like, if he really wants to, if it's just about the north, you know, it is possible that he's going to win. It's possible, but I'm not saying he's going to win, you know, but then he uses this tool, you know, to, I don't know how he's trying to do it, but make northerners, especially the people who are not really, I won't say educated, right? You mentioned the difference between education and exposure, but then those who really want to, who doesn't want to be exposed, he is going to use these people and make it feel like, okay, it's about northerners, not about what he has to offer. So I like,
and that is actually,
it doesn't make sense. Exactly, it doesn't make sense.
Because because if let's look at what Mr. Peter Obi does, right? He doesn't even tell you that you shouldn't vote for me because I'm an Igbo person. Mr. Peter Obi has actually come out to say that if you can find any criminal record or any fraudulent activity that is attached to my name or even my vice, that he's going to drop down from this from the campaign, that he's not going to contest anymore.
Wow.
My own is, let Tinubu or Atiku come out and say that.
They can't even say it. Their source of income is not even verified yet.
Let them come out and say it. Let them come out and publicly, not just for themselves, but the people in their corner. In fact, just if they should come out one day and say, okay, if there's any criminal record attached to my name,
it's going to be very bad.
Just calm down, sir. Just gently calm down, please. Because you understand, because it's not just about religion, it's not just about ethnicity. Let's talk about credibility.
True.
These people don't. I like the person that said we shouldn't even compare Mr. P2B to any of these politicians. They don't hold water.
Match.
They don't stand. You can't even compare. You can't even compare. And I'm not going to lie. Before Mr. P2B, I honestly didn't know that there are still politicians that are genuine.
Exactly.
There are still politicians that prefer good reputation to money.
True.
I didn't know that. Integrity and dignity. And Mr. P2B is just a breath of fresh air. He is. I'm not joking, because I am proud, first of all, that this man is Nigerian. And when someone was saying, we're asking the person a question, what exactly are you looking forward to when it concerns a better Nigeria? What do you want to see change in Nigeria? And he said the image of Nigeria abroad.
Wow.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Just your part. I mean, let's take it, for example, you want to travel to Dubai. Dubai here.
Your backyard, right?
No. Even Ghana said the way they look at your passport and Nigerian is there, it's like it's a red flag on its own. That has to change.
Definitely.
And then what would influence the image of the country is the leader. It's the leader. Imagine, let's not even talk about, let's just say when Mr. P2B becomes the president, that name, Mr. P2B, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the image of Nigeria has already changed. It has already changed immediately.
Exactly.
You understand? He doesn't even have to stay on seat for 100 days. Because his person, your brand will definitely influence your business or whatever political position you are holding. I know he calls the city, he says is they are contesting for the CEO of Nigeria, who is going to be the CEO of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he's seeing this as a job.
Exactly.
This is a job. Exactly. He sees this as a job, and he sees himself as someone who would serve, who is coming to serve us. Not somebody that is coming to collect the small that we have. That this people
trying
are
to occupy because he thinks it's his turn.
Local and stuff.
You've spoken so well, Sharon, and I've taken down a lot of things. Thank you so much. And this is what we'll call it a wrap. There are a lot of them, like I said, a lot of people have been endorsing Peter Obi so far, and we will continue tomorrow. And I think we'll have a guest tomorrow that will
be nice.
Yes, because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of things we don't know. Hope you know.
I know.
You know that, right? There are a lot of things we don't know. Personal achievement, things that Peter Obi has done that nobody ever knew, like personal things, and we are going to unfold that in as the show goes by, right? So this is what we'll call it a wrap on today's show. I hope you've enjoyed all we've said so far. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on whatever it is, any social media, just find us, you see us there.
Yeah.
Okay, you can also follow me on my own social media handle, Jessica__. What about you, Sharon?
Sharon NM
All right. And also don't forget to tell us where you are watching from. That is very, very important. So we'll come your way tomorrow. Stay blessed and bye-bye.
Bye.